Hello everyone, I'm here to share some channeled messages, so if you are here, this might be for you. However, if it does not fit, do not force it. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. So, I have five different little light language doodles here, and I've been excited to share these with you. I have decided that I'm going to do each one of them in a different video, okay? So they should be shorter videos. It'll be easier to stay tapped into. I've been doing these kinds of doodles since 2019 or 2020, and they are, I have learned over time that they are a form of light language. They are a form of bringing messages through from spirit, okay? These are from March 31st. I did them on March 31st, and I spent an hour channeling. As soon as I finished the fifth one, I spent an hour channeling messages from all of them, which was something very new for me. So I'm very excited to do that. I have messages that I've channeled here more recently as well. So this is something new that I'm going to be doing for the collective, and I'm really excited to start sharing messages this way. All right. By the way, sorry if you hear a lot of noises. My son is running around, so. Oh, smarty pants. You don't need that one, okay? Okay, so we're starting off with number 1 here. Got my finger, oh, there we go. Number 1. The first message or the first image that I received here was a court, and specifically a basketball court. Okay, so somebody that plays basketball could be a confirmation or a synchronicity. And then I got courthouse. This is legalities and technicalities. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a courthouse, but it is some sort of situation that involves looking at the facts or is calling for looking at the facts, okay, using logic. Legalities and technicalities. It's the analytics, right? It's, numbers, sequences, that kind of thing here. All right, whatever the situation might be. Then there is video games that I channeled, okay? Especially handheld, like a Switch or an old Game Boy, or I don't know if they still have DS around, okay? So it's of any sort, video games of any sort, but points, I guess, points for it being handheld. Coda, hey, don't bark at the Amazon guy. Okay, there's something here. And then the next message says scattered, overwhelmed, pulled in too many directions. Okay, so there might be quite a few distractions throughout this video for my doodle number 1. And apologies ahead of time, okay? But that could be very reflective of something that may be going on internally, right? I do also want to say, I meant to say this in the beginning, these messages may resonate from your past or for your future or for your present moment. Take it as it resonates always. Okay. So there's something about gameplay here because I got the basketball court and I got the video games, and then there's the call from spirit to provide or to look at something through the facts. Okay, through legalities. There's something about needing to be clear-headed. It's very much like a King of Swords energy when it comes to that courthouse channel, okay, which is about, again, looking at the facts, not the opinions, looking through the logic, not through the emotions. So whatever games are going on here, whether literal or metaphorical, okay, there's a need to be a little more focused, or to look at things more factually than emotionally or opinion-based, okay? Now, the next one I got was pinball. That was a specific game that I got, a pinball. And it could be literal pinball machine or pinball game, but I got it more so as metaphorical, okay? This one right here. Now, this is something about scattered energy, overwhelmed, pulled in too many directions. And I feel like that's what's going on internally. There's this energy that's very chaotic or unpredictable, okay? Even if it's not chaotic, it's something that cannot be controlled. It's something that you're lacking direction or forewarning on, I heard. Okay, or you're not, you don't know what comes next in a situation. All right, there's conflicting pressures or demands in a pinball machine. It's being tossed around, and that is what it feels like on the external. You could be being knocked around from multiple directions. Okay, different situations are going on external of you that could be causing this this lack of control. You don't have an ability to control at this moment. The internal is scattered and pulled in too many directions. It's kind of like Seven of Cups, like, where do I go? It's because on the external, you are being faced with a lot of different things from different directions, whether this be different experiences, different energies, different thoughts from others or opinions. Okay, there's something coming from a lot of different directions. So there's something that might be a little confusing. Now, I looked up what pinball could mean metaphorically, and I got this message. I don't remember what site it was through, but I'll just say I was looking through Google, and something came up about focused mode thinking. All right, and I have this little paragraph in quotations. So I'm quoting something I found online here. When you focus your attention on a problem, your mind pulls back the mental plunger in that pinball, when you pull back, and then it releases a thought, and that's that ball. That's that first pinball, right? Boom, that thought takes off, bumping around like a pinball. Focused mode thinking is essential for studying math and science. Okay, that courthouse, that King of Swords energy, logic, facts, legalities, technicalities. It involves a direct approach to solving problems using rational, sequential, and analytical approaches. Okay, so what I got from that was there is something that you are actively or consciously, there's something that's actively, consciously being thought of or thought about in an attempt to get to the bottom or wrap your head around the meaning, the lesson, or a solution to whatever this might be. Okay, you're trying to get the big picture, but there's a need to zoom out and take a new angled perspective to achieve this big picture image. Okay, you're working on an inefficient angle. So imagine you're playing pinball and that ball gets released and it goes to the top, then it comes down and it just scoots right through and you lost the ball already. Just like that, real quick. Okay, that's what it feels like. That's kind of an energy here. Okay, so you keep on trying to go for something and then it like falls through and then there's this overwhelmed feeling, or you feel like you can't control. You go for one thing and it doesn't work out. There's a lack of control here, and it's because, again, you're working at an inefficient angle. There's your focused mode thought, okay, that pinball thought or thoughts, singular or plural, are following along a route you've already practiced and experienced, okay? You've already taken some sort of specific approach, perspective, thought pattern before, and it's not working out anymore. It's expired. It's something that needs to be retired, okay? There's a need to take a step back here, to take a deep breath. All right, and to be open to a new form of interpretation in this specific situation. Whatever this gameplay situation is that feels like there's a lack of control. One second. This unpredictable gameplay situation is, okay, whether you're playing a game, someone else is playing a game, someone's trying to involve you in a game, there's something in the situation that's causing overwhelm, that's causing you to be lost, okay? This is why the fact spirit is asking you to look at the facts of a... He's asking you to look at the facts of a situation, okay, and not get into your emotions. That King of Swords energy, the courthouse energy, okay, is asking you to not get emotionally involved. The more emotionally involved you get, the more chaotic this situation's going to feel, and the more overwhelmed you are going to feel. And I'm just giving some solid advice here. That's what helped me get through this situation, whatever this was in my personal life, okay? Not getting in your emotions about it, pulling out of your emotions and looking at all of the logical facts, okay? And then that leads me to the next channeled message I got, which was knowing the game, what your strength is, in the game, and choosing a path that fits you best right now. Okay, so looking at things logically is going to allow you to understand what's going on around you, first and foremost. Understanding where your power lies in the situation, and then being open to a new approach from that place of strength. Okay? So that you may deal with this situation in a way that is most beneficial and for the highest good of yourself at this time. Okay? For whoever that's for. Now, there's also something about magnetism coming through with this message. Possibly, there's possibly a blockage or barrier to something or some things, singular or plural, of opposite natures that attract. Okay? There's this blockage or barrier right here in the middle, right? Okay, now this blockage or this barrier, it could be for the protection of you or another person, or for both sides, okay? Or for both sides, okay? Or on the other end, it could literally be an obstacle to these two sides connecting, you and another person, or you and another experience, okay? Whatever it might be for you personally. Now, just take it as it resonates, okay? Whether it is a blockage, an obstacle in the middle, or it's protection in the middle. These opposites and the obstacle as well, all three of these things here, could be people, approaches, ideas, behaviors, patterns, a person, a place, etc. Okay, there's a lot of different things that it could be. So place everything. Hat, you look very handsome. I like it. And you have gloves on. Look at you. That's my boy. Okay, so yeah, take it as it resonates. Place yourself where you fit. But this part of the reading, these opposites attract, and the thing in the middle here, this really reminded me of protons and electrons, okay, and neutrons in between. Protons and electrons are opposites, and they are also equal, okay, and then the neutrons are present within an atom for neutrality, okay, because the electron's the positive, the proton's the positive, the electron is the negative. There's something in between that is placed there, the neutron, to stabilize the whole, okay. It's something that the neutron kind of acts as the glue of the nucleus, all right. It provides structural support. It's like the backbone of an atom. Okay, so there's something or someone between you and another, or you and an experience, you and a behavior, etc. Again, place everything where it fits. There is something in between that is providing some sort of, that has some sort of neutral perspective, or is providing a place of neutrality, or a place where things can be calmed down. It's something that, like, really creates structure and stability in a situation, okay? So that brings me to this whatever's in the middle of two opposites attracting, it might very well be for protection, okay? Oh, and I got a little bit of energy through my right arm when I said that. And it could be that someone or something is, someone is intentionally being this neutrality point. This point of balance, this justice energy that's looking at both sides in a fair manner, okay? There is a positive and there is a negative, but they're equal in charge. One side is negatively charged, one side is positively charged, but they are both needed, right? And it's like someone sees this, all right, or someone feels this, and maybe there's some sort of gameplay, and it could very well be between this negatively charged person or situation and this positively charged person or situation. Okay. Hi. Hi, baby. You're so... Oh gosh, you're so cute. Look at you. No more hat. Okay, yeah, it's as though someone or something is taking on some sort of brave position almost, okay? Being the backbone. But they feel with the Justice card that is their, I don't know, this is like this person this is like their role, or take that as it resonates, okay? But yeah, there's something that you need to keep your emotions out of here. In order to see the facts of a situation, in order to make logical decisions about this situation, throughout this situation, okay? In order to pull your energy back to center so you're not pulled in too many directions, so you're not scattered, so you're not overwhelmed, so you're not confused, because there could be, again, a lot of energies, a lot of thoughts, okay, entering this situation or being thrown at you that are throwing you off. You need to be centered and logical at this time in order to... Ewy. You got boogies. In order to have a successful outcome, to see the bigger picture, and to receive solution. Okay, so that is the conclusion of doodle number 1. I hope that this message found everyone that it was meant for. I hope it found you in a very open and receptive state. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.